open. I'm just going to put the knife in there and cut it. And there's our first bar. That's basically what they look like. Just right there. I'm going to read enough. Read again. In partnership with Feeding America, 50 meals worth of food will be donated for every Choco Challenge purchased. Eat it. Eat the entire bar of chocolate and film it. And take a video or photo of your attempt to eat the delicious white chocolate bar from hell. Terrible, sweet pain awaits. Share it. Post your attempt on social media for a chance to win a year of hot sauce. That's one whole year of hot sauce. Don't know how many bottles, but I wouldn't mind having a year of hot sauce, that's for sure. Let's see. Share it. Post your attempt on social media. Oh, I just said that. Be sure and tag at Fuegobox and hashtag Choco Challenge 2020. Profile's got to be public for them to see. Ooh, put up some nice stuff about me. I am a legend. I'm not a legend. This is just one. But they say you must be insane to consume this pain. And I must be a little bit insane. But like I said, on this in here, I've got my bottle of milk unopened, so you can see any UK one side, Hot Dang Show Roger Trier other side. Gotta love it. So what I'll do is I'll go again to the first bar. It's right here. And it does tell you to last chance to turn back. Not for me anyway. I like the packaging. I do like the nice little skull that they put on there. And me, I'm going to take my sweet time eating these. So, you know, obviously, if you guys need a break to go to the bathroom, get some lunch, get something going, this would be the time to do it. Come on now. All right. Like Jared said, it seems to be like a little melted. It's not that I kept it anyway melted, but it's probably, you know, from the packaging and the heat. Like I said, I opened it out of the box. And that's basically what we're looking at. It's all wonky a little bit this way and wonky a little bit that way. And if you look, like Jared says, you can see the peppers right in there. So anyway, this is number one. I'm going to just sample it and see how it goes. Ooh. I do like that instantly. The minute I took a bite, I felt a nice little tingle. It does have a good heat. Definitely does have a good heat. But like Jared said, it's not a super hot one. It's one that's on the manageable scale. If I was trying to say what type it would be close to, probably the nearest I would be able to say would be, to me now, it kind of tastes like the second bar out of the Hot Dang Bites. That second bar was really nice tasting. I really liked the taste of that. It was something that I really, really liked. And, you know, I obviously wish that they would make a whole bar just out of that middle chocolate. This one, last piece of bar number one. I do know I also have, like a couple of the other challenges, I do have a bunch of hot bites. And the hot bites I'll do, I think I have like 6 boxes of hot bites. I did 2 boxes for, I think, our first festival that we did a few weeks back. Alex put on the first festival around the world. And I think it was Matt Tangent. that timed me, and I did 2 boxes, and 2 boxes was pretty. 2 boxes was pretty decent. You know, I know I can do more than 2. I can definitely. I'm not sure I can hit anywhere near Johnny, but I think when I purchased them originally, I was going to aim for 6. I was going to try for 5, and if I did 5, then I was going to do the other one as a celebration. So here's number 2. I'm just getting ready to cut this open. But with my schedule and how busy everything is, and of course coronavirus, which is affecting everybody. I mean, everybody is affected by it. There is number 2. This one looks to be in better shape, definitely. And I agree again with Jared, the heat level is about a 3 or 4. But I mean, it's a 3 or 4 to people that are probably... Well, I'm used to heat. I love the heat myself. I really enjoy it. So that's why I'm saying it's probably around a 3 to a 4. But to somebody else, I mean, this little red devil here could be like a 10 or more. And of course, just before I came on, here's the next one. Yeah, look at that bad boy. Put that one with there. That's another one, a nice, strong chunk of nice, all of those pucker butt peppers in there. All right, let's see. Well, if this is the case, I mean, I only have 3, so I'm at like 100 meals when I eat this one. So let's just split that way. I'll split it into 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. There goes the second one. I dropped something, but I don't want to take my face off a camera. But anyway, I won't. That was the first part of the second bar. It's a really good bar, this. I really like the taste of this bar. It's one. I'm sorry about the little noises. I'm going to try and knock that out. Silence it a little bit while I continue eating this. Third part of the second bar. And I mean, once I'm finished with this, I still have the rest of the day to basically continue this. I know Alex is bringing me lunch. She's awesome. She's going to bring me lunch over. Last part of it. That was the second bar. The last piece of the second bar is done. And as I was saying, Alex is going to be bringing me over lunch because she's working not too far from where I am now. And she was going to bring me, it's a Beyond Beef burger. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of it, but obviously it's a plant-based food because I have an allergy to meat, so I can't eat meat. But I can still have all of the bacon, all of the other stuff that they make that is plant-based. And on that, when that comes, I'm going to be put the last little bit that I have of Johnny's CTH1 Pineango. I know he's got more out, but it's good. So I brought that with me, put it in my little fridge here so that I can put this on my burger, and it's, I think, a fitting way to take care of this. So I'll move on to box number 3 right now. And of course, this is the last one that I have. I'm sure Jared could tell you I'm getting a slight sniff. I mean, that's about it. And when I mean slight sniff, like just like about that, a slight sniff. And But truthfully, any chili heads that are basically in the same league or better than I am, and I'm by no means like a professional. No means. I'm, you know, Dustin, Atomic Menace, and Johnny Scoville, Shahina, those guys, Phil Patterson, crying out loud. I don't know how he ate that many. Tracy, Roger, I mean, these guys just, I'm just eating 3 of these going, this is pretty good, and I could probably eat a good amount. But after watching Jared knock back 13 and watching the amount that that these guys can take, I can understand. And it's not just the heat. You got to remember that this is chocolate. And anyone eating like 30 pieces of chocolate, 30 decent-sized pieces of chocolate, I mean, it is a full. I did notice that, like when Johnny did his Hot Bites challenge, he was standing the entire time, which is really good because it helps keep your stomach down. That would be nice if he brought me a bikini. So anyway, I'm going to open up this last one. And then later on, once this broadcast is over, I'll go back through it. And I'll edit out just this little section of me and Jared. And then I'll send Jared his part of the video, and then I'll send my part of the video, and then I'll just basically make your profile. I'm not sure if you have to make the profile public. You may have to make the profile public just while you're doing that. Sorry, got to turn down my silent mode. All right, so now on my third one, here is the third one, all unwrapped again. I do like the twist on it. It's like it's nice and thin, but powerful. So I'm sure that my chili friends that are heavy eaters, good eaters, and I don't mean it in a bad way, but, you know, ones that can pack away stuff, realize that, you know, it's probably not the heat that's going to get us off of these bars. And I can tell you right now, it's 100% sure it's not the heat that's going to get us. I'm on my third, and I honestly feel like I'm eating, I don't know. I want to say jalapeno, but I don't want to insult Fuegobox. But it just doesn't feel that hot. And it's probably because I got an asbestos tongue. I mean, I definitely have an asbestos tongue. So anyway, as we go down, here's the last piece. I have 4 pieces of the third bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll do them individually. I know, excuse me while I'm rude, while I talk, while I eat. I know that Adele said that she didn't like white chocolate. That's something Adele Wilkinson, she really does hate white chocolate. And I like to tease her about it. But I must say, this has a nice taste to it. Almost like, what would it be? A Caramac, I guess it would be called. Here's number 2 of my other one. And that leaves me just down to 2 last little pieces now. I can give you like a rundown of a couple of things that's coming up soon. Next up, we'll have a firecracker sauce. You know, after I'm done here about 11:30. We'll have firecracker sauce up, and they are going to give us a rundown of what they have. Penultimate piece out of the third bar. And then after firecracker at noon, we're going to have sorry sauce. I'm just saying I got a piece stuck in my tooth. There we are. Then after that, we have a challenger. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but there's a challenger. It was supposed to be Johnny, but Johnny called me. And because of things out of his control, he's not going to be able to do the 12:30 challenge, which is sad. But I might be able to get him in later on in the evening, before the end. And here's the last little piece of the third bar. as I was saying, I'm going to try and get them in right at the very end of the day today, and maybe just have a conversation with them. Obviously, it's good to just have a conversation with Johnny, talk, see what is going on in his brain, what plans he has, without actually every time we see Johnny, do a challenge. So it would be pretty good. Anyway, that was my third one. That's all of them gone. 1, 2, 3. There was no burns or anything like that, basically. There's no burn time. It's just basically consume. If they wanted to make one, if this was the strength of the Nemesis, which is the third bite of the bar, now that would be a challenge. That would be pretty difficult.